David Nelson work. Not understand completely. What is your name again? Let me get your name.
I'm Sargent Solcolec with Internal Affairs.
With El Paso Police, where David Nelson works.
No, with the Colorado Springs Police Department.
Okay. And that's El Paso, isn't it?
It's in El Paso County.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what I'm saying, and you just said no. So...
No, there's no such thing as the El Paso Police Department.
Okay, well, you're still the county, so you're El Paso Police Department.
No, we do not enforce laws in the county.
Okay. So, well, according to online, it says El Paso, Colorado Springs Police Department, and that's what your official site says when I make a report. So, I mean, look...
I don't know where we have no revenue. We happen to be in El Paso County. We are the Colorado Springs Police Department.
Okay, so under Colorado Springs, you still operate in certain counties. But anyways, that's beside the point in this matter. However, sir, you are refusing to address being that I was falsely arrested without a warrant? And you're fabricating to me that there's a warrant when there's no warrant whatsoever in 15 CR 1287 when you arrested me, David Nelson, and you're not going to intervene? That's a prohibited crime, sir. It's a prohibited act.
This was already investigated.
And who investigated it?
Okay. This went through Officer Nelson's chain of command. It looks like, as I'm looking more into this, people have been trying to contact you numerous times and have received no contact.
I have had no messages. I make sure that I record all of those. However, sir, so you're telling me that it's okay in Colorado Springs to arrest people without proper due process, without arrest warrants?
No,
that are
you
ordered?
cannot arrest somebody without due process.
Okay, well then I would like a copy of that warrant, please. Could you please provide it to me? It is my civil right.
You can request a copy either through Records and ID or through
They don't have one. I've already went to Records. They said they don't have one. I have them recorded saying go to the courts. The courts don't even have it. So you're aiding treason. You're aiding aggravated kidnapping.
Give me just a moment here.
I have eyewitnesses. Did you even contact the eyewitness? Because the eyewitness, Joel, said that you never contacted them. So how did you do a proper investigation when you never even contacted the witnesses who I witnessed David Nelson hurting me? And the witness told him over and over, stop hurting her. They entered into a church without a warrant. Those are federally protected. I was arrested inside the church. That is a federal violation.
Inside of a church. It is not a federal violation to arrest somebody in a church.
Yes, it is. They have covenants. They have federal safe house laws. And under that federal safe house, that church on Constitution is governed under a safe house, which means under the federal laws, you did not get the church's permission to enter the church, nor did you have a warrant to arrest me. That's a prohibited act. That's treason.
Okay, and it would not be treason, ma'am.
Treason is any time you go against due process. Anytime you sedition, you sedate, you pervert the color of law and the Constitution, that is treason, sir. That is anytime you do kidnapping by the use of your seat of power is treason. That is an illegal kidnapping. I don't think you understand. Treason. There's a multitude of treason crimes. Treason is not just war with another country.
So it appears that you had a felony warrant out of the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, can you provide me a copy of that? Can you email it to me? Because there is nothing.
I don't have a copy of that warrant.
So how are you arresting me? If you don't have a copy of a warrant on public record, you can't arrest me.
You were arrested then, and so that warrant was served. I would no longer have a copy of that warrant.
The warrant was never even ordered, sir.
They contacted the Colorado investigators here, so called NCIC, and that warrant was confirmed, and you were transported to CJC.
There's no warrant on record. A warrant has to be a public document before you can even issue a pickup.
Okay. So, as I said, it was confirmed that you had a warrant. That's why you were taken to CJC. That's how CJC booked you in.
Okay.
We don't maintain copies of those warrants. You can contact...
So then how did Internal Affairs do a proper investigation if you don't have a copy of the warrant to prove what I'm telling you is fact? There's no way you did a proper internal investigation if you don't have a copy of the original warrant that I'm telling you does not exist. Sir, that's a violation of your duty.
That it was confirmed that you had a warrant. Okay.
Where is it then? If you did an investigation, you should have a copy of it.
I don't have the warrant. I don't have a copy.
Have you seen it?
I didn't do this investigation. The investigation was handled some time ago. What I'm letting you know now is I have your letter. I will add it to what you put in the case report, but there's no further action taking place from the Colorado Springs Police Department referencing the matter.
This David Nelson has been noted for harming a multitude of women, a multitude of black men, black people doing crimes, cartel crimes, and you're telling me after all the times he's been printed in the paper, in the independent paper, I have a copy of it, that he's a corrupt cop and you're not going to take action on another report? I think this is over your head and you need to report it to CBI as it's required of you.
Okay. Well, we're done now, ma'am. I'm just calling you as that courtesy because I received your letter letting you know there's no further action by the Colorado Springs Police Department. Reference your letter here.
Can I get your badge number, sir?
Sure. It's 1345.
1345?
Yes.
And you're with the Colorado Springs Police Internal Affairs?
Yes.
Okay, and you're refusing to investigate treason crimes?
No, I'm telling you it was already investigated.
Okay, well, I'm telling you it wasn't properly done. And if it was properly done, why was the witnesses not called? Why was the arrest warrant order not pulled?
Okay.
It's your obligation underneath your peace officer laws. It's under your obligation to make sure that that warrant has properly been issued and that it is properly ordered. It's not my job. And just because the computer says it doesn't mean that it's been ordered.
So, what I'm telling you, ma'am, is that we're done here. It was investigated. And no,
we're done here? You injured me. You illegally picked me up and did not do your due process and due diligence in making sure it was legal before arresting me and placing harm. A false arrest is an assault, sir. It's a physical assault to do a false arrest. I'm very upset that you don't do your job. And you should just resign, sir, if you can't do your due diligence. We should not be, as taxpayers, paying your check for this sort of horseshit. How dare you violate my law, my rights?
I've not violated your rights.
You did too. You don't even have a warrant.
What's going on, and this is done. I'm now going to end the phone conversation, ma'am.
Well, then I'm going to forward this to FBI, and I'm going to see you in a prosecution, sir, for violating my civil rights. You can't just pick up anybody you want and then not go do your due diligence to investigate. I don't care how many times I report to you. You have an obligation to make sure that officer did his right in investigating this wrong that I'm telling you about. This is a serious matter. Did you hang up on me? Oh, because you don't have the balls to finish this conversation and address this matter? You should not be an officer in internal affairs. You're a sicko.